always know where I'm headed, but I always find a way to keep going. Roll with me.
Peace and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olivia, and today I want to talk to you about I guess how to shift from victim mode to victor mode, right? And as always, I like to share a story and then share some tips and lessons, some takeaways from it. So I think it was yesterday I was having a text conversation with my friend, and I shared my frustrations with some challenges I was having with journey. And I think yesterday it was like I was at my, I guess, breaking point where I had no choice but to face how I was feeling and open up and just be honest with myself that I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling frustrated, and a big part of what I was feeling was I guess trapped, helpless. Those are the words. Like, I just felt like I just didn't have it in me to figure out solutions or even just find the strength or energy to get through it. And in so many words, my friend said, hey, like, I know this isn't easy, but this is the, this is where you are right now. And you have to figure out how to be disciplinarian and nurturer, right? Because I'm a mommy, I'm a nurturer, and even though deep down in my core I knew that, it still was helpful to hear, like, hey, you got to figure out a balance. You got to figure out how to do this, because she's 5. She needs you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta figure this out. You got this, right? So managed to get through the day yesterday, and I can be honest, I just wanted to complain. I just wanted to kind of just be a victim and say, this isn't fair, this isn't blah blah blah. And that doesn't mean that I don't feel those things. Like, sometimes it just feels unfair, it feels challenging, but I had to remember, I still had to push through and get through the rest of the day. I had like a lot to do, but I had to remember, and I think this is the last thing I said to myself last night, like, hey, you've been through tough things before, and most times there was no one there to come rescue me or do it for me. I had to figure it out. I couldn't afford to be a victim, right? I had to, tap into that inner thug and press forward. So this morning, even though I did not want to get out of bed and I felt like everything I had on my plate, I just didn't have the energy to do it, I had to remember that I don't have no choice. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no choice. I gotta get up and make this happen. And because Journey needs me, right? She had to go to the dentist, and she's had some dental anxiety over the years where those appointments were challenging to get through. And Journey's a fighter. So it was like I had to be brave. I had to put on a brave face for her. And walk in there head high, smile, confident, and show Journey that we can get through. We can face those moments where we feel anxiety. We can be brave, right? Did I want to cry? Absolutely. Was I afraid that it was going to be more of the same? Absolutely. But honestly, it turned out really great. Journey did well with her appointment. I managed to not cry because I was so filled with gratitude that we found a new dentist. And this was one step closer to feeling more comfortable in our new journey, right? And I had to take her to school, and she didn't want to go. She was actually anxious about it the entire trip from the dentist to the school. But I could not cry. I could not give in to what she was feeling, give in to what I was feeling. I really had to dig deep and say, you know what? You gotta be brave. So we talked about putting our brave face on. We talked about pushing through. We talked about what will happen after school, where we both can be finished. When we're both done with what we have to do. For her, it's school. For me, it's work. We can just kind of find comfort and hang out and cut off the world a little bit and just take our brave faces off and just be, right? And I can admit, I wanted to cry. I wanted to cry in the school. I wanted to say, you know what? I'm just gonna take her home. She needs a day. I need a day. But it's like, no. Today was a day about being brave and tapping into the strength and power I have as a mommy, as a woman, to just put on a brave face. Like, I'm not about to play victim and say, oh, well, it's just me and Journey's been through, It's like, nah, we got this. So I guess overall my message is, like, this is, like, when you find yourself wanting to just stay in victim mode and complain and wallow in the woe is me's and it's not fair and why is life doing this to me, I want to encourage you to shift to victor mode. Like, if you want to call it thug mode, call it thug mode. Like, I got this. It's on me. I can either sit here and wallow in it, or I can put my brave face on, put my big girl panties on, and push through. It's not going to be like this forever. I don't have to have this brave face on forever. But right now, I gotta get to it, right? And I think we all have that strength within us. And if you don't, you'll find it, because it's a muscle, and I should be a bodybuilder with the amount of stuff I've gone through and had to push through. Like, I know my strength muscle has been, strengthened. I got some muscle. So, this is just, just a reminder, or just a kick in the butt. Like, you can either choose to play victim, or you can choose to be the victor. It's really up to you, right? No judgment if you decide to stay in victim mode. That's fine. But for me, today, I put on my brave face. Journey put on her brave face, and we're gonna be all right. So that's all I got. I hope this message made sense, because I definitely didn't write down no talking points or nothing. If it don't, it's all good. As always, if you want to leave any questions, comments, feedback, share a story or two, please drop it in the comments below. I love y'all. Until next time, put your brave face on. Peace.